What is going on, guys? We are back with probably the last Monsters and Memories video of the September playtest. We are here on a level 9 Necro. We are in Shaded Dunes. As you can see, the big glowing green castle here. And yes, it is dark. But we're going to come upon daytime here in just a moment. Kind of timed it out for that. So we're going to take a look at the Necromancer. This is likely what I'll be playing when early access launches. That's just kind of what I do. I play Necromancers. I do want to make a Shadow Knight down the line, but that's when other races come out. I did want a Deep Gnome Necro, but I don't want to wait. I want to be a Necro so that I have the freedom to solo when I want to maybe farm something if it comes up. I don't really know. I don't know too much about that stuff. But it just gives me options. I feel like I have more options as a Necro, and that's kind of why I like them. They're very similar to the Necromancers of EverQuest. Although, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the setup here while dawn becomes a thing here. The rise of the sun. So, I'm going to leave my spellbook open in this format instead of putting it down here by my other skill bar, just so that we can see, you know, the spells and stuff like that. But we have Lesser Spell Shield, which I have on. We have Life Sap, which is a life tap. I will nuke them and return that life back to me. We have Swirling Shadows, and that's my snare line, my dot. That's also a snare. Disease dot, it's a snare, you know. We have Poison Deluge. Deluge? That's, tell me how to say that one. I don't know. I'm assuming. This one is very weak. I think it's the same one we had on the Shadow Knight. So that one's very weak. It was the first dot I got, but, you know, everything adds up. We do have our Fear. We have Ward the Dead, which is going to be an Undead nuke. We have Blood Pact, which is going to be my Lich line. In fact, we'll see how much it does here. It drains 2 health, gives me 2 mana every 6 seconds. We have Mend the Dead to heal the pet. We have a Magic Resist buff, which we won't need here. And we have Upheaval the Undead, that's my pet. So we have my pet here, dual wielding a couple of weapons. And we're just wearing whatever we found. Actually, we have been doing tailoring a bit, so we have some fine cloth and stuff like that, but basically just, you know, stuff we found, nothing crazy. Picking up cloth scraps off of humanoids and then crafting them using tailoring, so we just got some cheap gear. My pet does have taunt and a strike, so what we'll do here is, I don't have, and Necros in general do not have a life leech dot. So they don't have like Vexing of Mardania or anything of the such. There is a dungeon here. I forget what it's called. It's a little spider dungeon. Now I don't like to use the gamma slider, you guys. And it was just nighttime. That's why I waited for daytime. I'm burning daylight now. We're sitting here talking, but I took 2 screenshots. I took one of it with 50/50 gamma or whatever, and then I put the gamma up and I took the same screenshot, and it just doesn't look good with the gamma up. And now I understand you need to be able to see. My monitor that I have whatever. I have 4 monitors, but my middle monitor is a gaming monitor, and then I have like cheapy TVs for my other monitors. And the cheapy TVs, it's very dark on those. It is, admittedly. So depending on what monitor you have, it might be very dark. You might have to use the gamma slider. On my gaming monitor, it's dark. Don't get me wrong, it is very dark, but I can see, and I like it like that. And so there is definitely. Let's go ahead and pull this guy. We're gonna hit him with the Swirling Shadows. I always get this game and EverQuest mixed up with the hotkeys. Alright, let's pull him in here. So we can pull him in. We can also put... Oh, shit. Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and get the poison on him. We can make the pet taunt a bit. Now, the pet's life isn't that great. He's not the greatest tank. So we do have to switch on and off. Like I should pull aggro, because you can see he gets worked. Now, one thing I should point out is if we con this guy, he is a white con. So something to keep in mind. So we just dominated that white con, as you can see there. Now I wish it wasn't pulling up. I mentioned this in the Shadow Knight video. It's pulling up the inventory every time we loot. Now I don't think that's intended, to be honest. I thought they actually said that they fixed that or had it separate, but it doesn't seem to be. Maybe they fixed it for the next patch. Maybe that's what it is. Now the skeletons are going to be dark blue. I feared him. So this is what fear looks like. Now, this is going to get us in trouble. He's pretty fast, as you can see. Oh shit, we're going to get in trouble. That's a lot of undead stuff. That is a lot of undead stuff. Oh no, he's still feared. Alright, get back over here, dude. Oh, how did we avoid disaster? But we did. He's almost dead already. So you can see how powerful fear kiting can be. Now you're gonna want to have yourself in a little bit of a better area. You know, I could pull him over here and fear him, realistically. We can try that again. Let's do it again. Let's get the swirling shadows on him. Let's go ahead and send the pet in. Let's get the poison on him. And then let's give him a good old fear. And we'll just chase him around. But as you can see, my mana is pretty depleted. This is pretty taxing on my mana, so you can only do so much of this, really. So at some point we do have to sit down and med a bit. We can utilize Blood Pact and see where it takes us. I forgot to turn that on, to be honest. I was talking. Forgot to turn it on. So let's go ahead and use the Blood Pact, especially when you're sitting down and meditating. It's only 2 for 2 right now. So it's not even going to affect your health because you're regenerating faster than that, really. But it will definitely increase your mana slightly. And then what we can do is, like I said, we can use life taps to get ourselves back up. Why are we not sitting? Did I move it? So let's go ahead and we'll pull something here. Pull one of these maybe when one of them walks away. So we are at the Undead Highway, just under the... forget the name of that zone, but we're just under that little castle there. Alright, so let's grab... You guys are going to go in tandem? Well, that's not fun. Alright, let's grab this guy. So we are just going to use the 1 dot there. But we'll keep running the Blood Pack. And then let's just fight him. And you can see he wrecks me pretty good. Taunt off with the pet for like a one-time thing. We can micromanage the pet taunt. We could put that down on the bar if we wanted. Mike's a little high for me. This is where fearing, you know, definitely would come in handy. Why does the skeleton look a different color? These guys like sticking together pretty good. Let's see if we gain health. Let's see if we can... Where's our health at? We're at 123 health. Let's see if we're gaining health with the Lich on or if we're just staying the same. Yeah, so it looks like our base regeneration is 2. So we're not gaining health with the Lich on. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe if we sat. Throw the pet in on him. Let's get a fear off, I guess. We seem to be relatively safe here. We'll regret saying that. I still do a decent amount of melee damage, so I rely on it a lot. There is a quest that I'm in the middle of that I need to do, where I need to find a couple of mobs out here. I need to, oh wow, he hit me so hard. He like doubled me for 22s. Oh my. Well, that was a waste. It didn't work anyways. Here, let's just life tap him, call it a day. Alright, so if we're sitting, did I measure if we were sitting? If our health goes up? So that's our... So our health doesn't move if we're sitting, so what if we're standing? So I stood up. So is there no difference in health regeneration if you're standing or sitting? Only mana? Is that a thing? Anyways, this is definitely mana intensive. We could probably save a lot of mana by killing like the blue skeletons opposed to the white zombies. White zombie? And but obviously killing whites is going to be better XP. But we could sit here and heal up for a bit. What else was I going to mention? I feel like something was on the tip of my tongue. I don't recall. COVID was the name of my Necromancer on the Eridune TLP that started 2 months after COVID hit. And I got in there on second one and nabbed the Necromancer name. It was great. I've showed you guys his gear and stuff. He's like a Planes of Power time capsule that I've got over there. I figure just keep Blood Pack on all the time and just, you know, use that mana with the life sap, and that'll keep us up. But this is the life of the Necro, so something that I obviously hope for in the future. I remember what I was talking about now. Is the swirling shadows. It decreases their movement speed by 30%. I don't know. I don't feel like it is 30%. I feel like that might be off, but that's just a feel. But what I am looking forward to is getting like the next rank in this line of spell casting, where maybe we slow them down even more. Maybe we bump that up to 40%, maybe later on 50%, and they're not running around so like willy-nilly, because it's quite dangerous with that right now. So the thing I was talking about is the quest that I'm on. I need to go somewhere around here and kill a zombie and get his heart, and then I also need to kill... You have to kill a ton of stuff. I have like half of the mats. There's 2 more things in this zone that I need to kill. And then I can get like their shriveled heart and something else. And then I turn them all in and I get a necklace that has a clicky snare on it. I think it's Swirling Shadows clicky. So that'll save me a ton of mana, because that's where the majority of my mana is going, really. It only costs 10. But how much mana do I have? 279. I feel like that's where the majority of my mana... Where's my mana going then? Life sap? That's 35. Okay, maybe that's what it is then. I gotta heal myself. How much is fear? 20. So I guess that's the play. We gotta just Swirling Shadows fear and let the pet hit him. That's just a little bit difficult because... of all the ads. Now, if we came over here and did something like Crocs, came in, it's probably easier. The reason I was killing humanoids is because I like all the drops they have. The humanoids drop a ton of shit. Drop a ton of cloth, a ton of rawhide, and I was utilizing that for trade skills. But let's just go ahead and get in on this Cayman then. Let's check it out. Let's grab him and let's fear him, even though he's gonna go straight into the water probably. Let's get the pet on him. Where's the pet at? Oh shit. Oh my god, I left him over there. In this case, we're probably gonna want to poison him as well. He's not even taking damage. See, that's the issue. Oh my god, pet, you are so slow. We're gonna need to fear this guy again already. I mean, we could kite him. We could. Yeah, let's fear him again. Let's help the pet out. Dude, I'm hurting. I don't know if he's social or not. I don't know what the deal is. Does my pet have aggro? I guess they don't social. I forgot about that. I haven't killed Crocs in some time. Probably since the Paladin. I haven't killed him at all in this guy. These don't nearly hurt my pet as bad. The pet's obviously a better tank versus these than the white zombies. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. I guess that does feel slower. I run way faster than these, so I guess it does feel like 30%. Doesn't last very long, though, as you can see. Fear. So getting a new rank of fear will be super helpful as well. Oh boy. Let's not aggro that zombie. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, get on him. We should be fine here. Just keep fearing him. We're gonna have to blow some mana though. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble here. Okay, we're just gonna fear the skeleton. I don't know. Get lost, dude. Our pet's gonna go down here. Oh shit. Oh, okay, I thought he was coming at me. We should probably heal the pet. That was a pretty good heal. We're out of mana though, that's the issue. And we got a bunch of skeletons coming. We got a book. We got a book. Think we can kill him? The zombie, I mean. Pet's gonna die. We got greedy, and we went for the kill. There's a zone line right here. But we gotta cross water, which is gonna be a slow oh shit, Gator scared me. It's gonna be a slow swim. Oh shit. They're really fast. Oh, we can power jump. Oh fuck. Dude, we're a dolphin in this biatch. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, this guy don't like me. Shit. Just keep jumping. Just keep jumping until we're out of stamina. So that's the dangers of fearing, right? It is, they do just run too fast and wild and super unpredictable. What we're used to, say with fear kiting on EverQuest, is they, for the most part, run one direction. They may switch a direction at some point, but for the most part, they run one direction. Oh shit! Spider! Oh. He was either invisible or somebody was killing him, and he spawned. This is quite the zone. Oh, come on, dog. Oh, what are you? You're green? Oh. Oh, okay. Get smashed, buddy. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to recover from that, so I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna med up and then get my pet out and all that. We lost his weapons. I probably have more in the bags, so we'll get up and running, and then we'll kill some more undead. All right, let's go ahead and get back out there. I think I was regenerating a bit of mana. Oh, maybe not. Maybe my spell shield wore off and it provided me more life. That might have been it, actually. Anyways, let's get back out there. Got the pet up, got our mana up, got our swimming skill up. Just kidding. Swimming skill is bad. But we're burning daylight, right? So let's get out here and kill while we don't have to use the gamma slider. I know a lot of you out there do appreciate the gamma slider. I mean, I appreciate it. Not to say I don't appreciate it, but I don't prefer to use it. All right, we're gonna kill this guy over here all by his lonesome. Oh my god. There are so many of these things. Nobody's out here? Come on, man. What is the deal? It is the last day of the playtest, so I think a lot of people are hanging out in town. Kinda leveling off, you know. Server's going down. So the pet tanked that guy pretty good. Let's try that again. Let's turn on auto. Let's turn on taunt and see if we can. Man, I usually just come out here and kill and grind, and I don't mind the downtime too much. But I'm trying to thread a needle here. Did we get it? Did we thread the needle? Woo! I feel like that was close. See how the pet fares here? He's not even touching the pet. Labobber sounds familiar. Like my other Necro has a pet named Labobber. Now, when killing blues, this is nice and easy. We can use a little mana, get our life up. We'll try to keep it skelly so that we can be more active. I don't want to have any downtime, or as little as downtime as I can. I'm just going to put the level 1 poison, try to get a quick pull here. Fuck. Alright. Let's get them all the way down here. We can't be grabbing ads and shit. Wait, no. No! I didn't mean to fear that one, but we're fearing them. I meant to fear this one. Right. Wow, that skeleton died already. Alright, well, get on him, Labobber. Bring the pet back. He's not doing the greatest. We're gonna turn taunt off. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, my dude. What the fuck, bro? Come back. Stop attacking whatever it is. I'm assuming it's the zombie. Why is he destroying you? So we gotta pull aggro before the pet dies. I guess we could... I don't want to fear him again. That's a disaster. Pet's gonna die. Fuck. No! Live, pet! Live! Can anybody hit the zombie? Yes! Holy shit! Okay, we did it, boys. The pet lived, and now we have an enormous amount of downtime again. Terrific. Not really. It's not too terrible. But holy shit, man. That's what happens, right? Plus, I should have feared the zombie first. And not feared the skeleton really at all. So I screwed that up. It's not my pet's fault. But I am in need of regenning here. You can see the mana's moving pretty damn quick, though. Especially with the extra little bonus here. Damn it, though, we're burning daylight like we keep talking about. But what I might do is I might just take a pause during the night, and then we'll pick it up again on the next day. I mean, I could use the gamma slider, but the thing with me and the gamma sliders, I just don't like how it looks. It like washes out the scene. I mean, we could do it now. If you look here and you slide the gamma, I mean, you see how it just looks washed? And obviously it's daytime, but it's just super washed. Now, when you do it at night, maybe, I don't know, maybe it doesn't bother you as much, but it's pretty washed as well. And that's what gamma is. That's how gamma works. It's not really night vision, you know? It's just a byproduct of what gamma is. So it's definitely a fix when you need one. But that's what's crazy is like when I record it on my monitor, it looks fine to me, but then it just depends on which monitor you're viewing it on. Is where it matters too. So you turn up your gamma, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I've recovered quite a bit of mana here, but the pet not so much. We can help him out with a couple of heals here. And if a skeleton exposes themselves to us, we can snag them. Let's go check over here. One other thing that I do want to show on here that I said I would in the Shadow Knight video is I want to show the other side of the entrance to Telekir. So let's take a look. There's a nice amount of skeletons right here, though, so let's farm up on these. We could probably do it as is. We don't need to be 100% here. We should pull them, though. Let's go ahead and pull them back. So the poisonous... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I had it mixed up. Sorry. I hadn't been playing this guy. I forgot. I did get a new dot. So the poisonous deluge... God, I don't want to say that anymore. I should, like, look it up how to say that. That's actually a huge dot. Okay. That's my brand new dot. I forgot. I forgot. My bad. I retconned what I said earlier. That's actually a new powerful dot. The older one is the noxious variant. But we upgraded to poisonous. Okay, my bad. I got those two mixed up. I forgot that we updated it before I played last. So that's actually a big one. That's costing the mana, right? 40 mana? Yeah, that's a big one. So we can just use the Swirling Shadows, which isn't going to do nearly as much damage, but I think we're okay. sharing some of the aggro with the pet here. He just turns and hits the pet and looks at me. So yeah, this dot's pretty big. Okay, this dot's huge. So if we go back and look, it does 10 damage a tick. And the initial damage is 20. It's pretty huge. That's a pretty huge dot. It does a lot of damage. Okay. So watch, we'll use it on this one. So that's 20 damage right there. And then it's going to do half of that every tick. On top of the pet hitting him, on top of me hitting him. So that's when these guys get destroyed. And if we're not going to kite him around or anything, we don't really need to snare him. If we're not going to fear him, I mean. It is a hefty chunk of mana, though, I will say. I could be / should be looting all these things because I do have on me the appropriate bags to break them down into scraps, and then they won't be weighing me down. Although they did reduce the weight as well this go, so there is that. So before it gets dark here, let's get a couple more kills in, shall we? Okay. Oh, we used rolling shadows on that one. That's okay. So we don't have Feigned Death yet. That's something that we'll get later on. Trying to think of what else we might get. A couple of other like little necro-y tools. But we kind of have our at least our initial full kit here. We do have a form of Lich. We do have a snare, a fear, an undead nuke that we could be using. That's another thing I could be using. How much is the undead nuke? 25 mana. It does, how much damage? 30 damage. See, that doesn't seem that efficient, though. Got 30 damage for 25 mana. Whereas this poisonous dot, for 15 more mana, you hit him for 20 initially. And then you're doing 10 damage every 6 seconds for 30 seconds. So for 15 more mana, and if this runs its entire course, you're doing 80 damage. So a spell is just much more efficient. And honestly, like, it pretty much nearly runs its course. Let's go ahead and kill a zombie now that we remember what we're doing here. In fact, while we're pulling him back, he's taking like a decent amount of damage. We can even live tap him on the way in and get interrupted, no big deal. Darkness falls. We also do have a torch. We can light up the torch for a little bit, see how it goes. We'll play in darkness a little bit. Zombies aren't Just make sure I have my desktop audio off. Okay. Zombies aren't the worst when you approach them properly. And then furthermore, you know, we could, here, let's turn on the torch just for a little bit. Let's get a little night action in with the torch. Love the glowing eyes of the skeletons and stuff in the nighttime. That's nothing new, but such a cool touch. To be able to look out into the distance in the dark and to see the bobbing glowing eyes. Oh, my pet's grabbing aggro anyways. He's out deepsing us. I gotta do something to hold aggro. Oh, I don't want to stumble in zombie. Not right now. Pet's almost dead and we don't have any mana. Hopefully the sound is cool. I can never tell. It always sounds loud to me. And then I'll play it back and you can't even hear it at all. Or here, let's ward Undead him just to do it. Wow. That looked like more than 30 damage. That did a huge chunk. 30 damage, was it? It says 30, well, 30 holy damage. But that was like a third of the guy's life when the initial dot land is 20 damage, and that seemed like a little chunky. Not anywhere near a third of his life. 10 more damage to a third of his life, you know what I mean? We'll have to look into that. We got some rain going now. Oh shit. Did we aggro that underground zombie? I think we did. I don't know. He doesn't know either. Oh, here's a skeleton. Let's see that again. I don't have any mana. How much does that cost? 25? What are we at? We have it now. Let's do it. What was it? Lord the Dead. Yeah, it didn't feel like as much that time. Oh my god. Oh no, we're not. Skeleton. Okay, here's the, oh, I don't have any mana. Fuck. I need to save, we don't have any mana. How much mana was Fear? 20. We have 13. Oh, come on, bro. Start jumping, dog. Aren't you jumping? Oh, that hurt. That hurt really bad. No. Dude, they hit from so fucking far away. That's one thing about this game, is they hit from so far away. You can't judge. If you're trying to, like, I don't know, I feel bad for bards that are trying to figure out swarm kiting, because I couldn't tell you. These mobs hit from like 13 feet away. Sometimes 11. You just don't know. Alright, so here's the plan. I wanted to show the other side of the Telekir thing. This is going to be a short video. We're on the last day. We're burning the midnight oil. Play test wise. So, oh my god, I might die. Well, alright, we gotta go in. If that spider's right here and just bashes my ass, let's get out. Let's get out. Alright, so I mean, that's the Necro in a nutshell. I like it. I like the play style. Obviously, I haven't played him much this go around. So I had to get back in the groove. I should have probably played him a little bit before I started recording. But like I said, we're running out of time here. So I'm going to let the night pass. Oh, shit. I'm going to recover. I'll get another pet out. We'll let the sun rise again. And then we're going to go head over to the secret entrance, the other entrance of the Telekir, and we'll just snoop around that area for a bit. And then we'll end it with that. All right. Another uneventful video, much like the Shadow Knight video. Pretty uneventful. So my bad. My bad on these uneventful videos, but this playtest just didn't align with me. I said that last time. Just didn't really align with my schedule for multiple reasons. Life happens, right? So anyways, at least we did get to do one Paladin session that was really, really good with Azari. That was great, doing Telekir. The Shadow Knight was pretty whack of a video in my opinion, but you guys were really nice about it and received it really well. So now here we are showing the Necro. I have a lot larger of a toolkit on the Necro than I did on the Shadow Knight. The Shadow Knight was only level 4, then 5. So we didn't get to show all that much. And then we did show the entrance to Telekir. Because I did get that question a lot on the Paladin video. You know, like how do you get into this Telekir side over here? So we were able to show that on the Paladin, but I'm gonna go ahead and show the... What's going on here? I'm stuck in the water. Why can't I jump? Come on, dog. Dog. Stuck. Let me open that. So, we're going to check out the other side. So this is the undead shit I was farming right now. There's the, you know, green boy up in the sky. So let's see if I can find this fake wall that I'm talking about. And I might screw it up. Oh. Fall damage is disabled. Nice little oasis going here. We'll walk around the oasis. I guess we just didn't make much progress. There wasn't a ton of killing in the Shadow Knight video, nor in this video. I didn't kill a ton. We just killed a little bit. But gotta work early tomorrow. Got to get these videos. You've probably seen the SK video at this point, but I haven't, you know, edited or put it up at this point of me recording this video. So, but it's by the time you see this video, it's probably already been up. Those are dark blue. That's good. So this is where you zone into. I forget what that zone's called. It's not Veil of Zintar, is it? I forget what zone is next, or what zone that dungeon's in. But there you can see the city in the distance. Man, I love the draw distance in this game. It's the greatest, isn't it? Shoot, I don't remember where I'm going now. Where is it? Is it over there, or is it right here? It might be right here. Is this it? I think this might be it. Yeah. So that's it. You can see the city right there. We're in the shaded dunes. And it looks like a big pile of sand. But you walk through the fake pile of sand, and you are treated with your own oasis. Now this is going to be a bunch of the Ashira over here. Now these are our level. So it's a bunch of camps of Ashira. And oftentimes there's nobody in here because I'd say, I mean, this isn't the biggest secret anymore. Maybe 2 playtests ago, it was a pretty good secret and people were much lower level 2 playtests ago. I think last playtest, a few more people found out about it, including myself. And probably by this time, a good amount of people know, I guess, probably. There's not a shitload of media, of Monsters in Memory media out there. There's not like tons and tons of videos, like say World of Warcraft or something. So, you know, the second something's found out, it doesn't get like plastered up on YouTube or something. So you might have to search for it or stumble upon it, but you know, in due time, things do get found out. So these are green. and blue. So they're pretty low level. If they're probably around level 5, they're probably the same level as the camps that that we do in the Sun-Greet Strand. So you just run over here, and here you have the entrance to the other side of the dungeon. Now, I kind of explained it. How are we going to do this again? I explained it in the last video, but just in case. My example is Night Harbor is my hand, and you're on the corner of a continent, and you have the North Gate, Newbie Yard, and you have the West Gate, Newbie Yard. Is that west for you guys? That is west for you guys. And then you go one zone further out the West Gate, and you have where we are, which is the Shaded Dunes. And you go one newbie zone out the North Gate, and you have Sun-Greet Strand. Now, Sun-Greet Strand has an entrance to this dungeon, Telekir. And then Shaded Dunes has an entrance to Telekir, and then they connect to each other in a kitty corner kind of way, diagonally. So that's cool. Now on this side, you got the Ashira side. On the Sun-Greet Strand side, you've got the Goblin side. And in fact, I think they're beefing, the two. So I don't know if they're like battling for positioning or what's going on. So let's walk up in here. And we'll just take a quick look. Oh, look at that deep gnome right there. I want it. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ambusher. I'm rooted. I'm gonna die here. My dog. I'm rooted. Ambusher indeed. Okay, I'm not rooted. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. You saw it here. You don't gotta go see it yourself. Oh my god. Got a couple life taps off there to save our life. Am I gonna die? Dude! Oh, I didn't get to see how much life I had. Oh my god. I have 7 health now. I had no life. I was dead, dude. I had to have had 1 HP or something. You saw that. Rewind that bitch. Unfortunately, we can't. Oh, we could up here in the top left. I'm gonna watch it on the replay. When I edit this video, I'm gonna look up here and see how much life I had. It had to be like 1. Holy shit nuts. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Well, that's Telekir. But this outside spot right here could be a nice place to level with a group when you're not quite high enough to go up in there with your group. Probably right here, you're going to be level 5. If you're in a group, you're probably going to be level 5 clearing all this out, I'd imagine. Might be able to be even doing it lower. I don't know. It depends on your group makeup, how many people you have. We need to be careful not to die here. Jeez. We can go kill that one guy who was by himself over there and just hit him with some life taps to get our HP back. But there's a couple camps here. Maybe this isn't the most ideal place. They're pretty spread out. There's like that camp there. And then there's another camp like way over here. You'd have to like... Jesus. Now when my pet is spawning on top of me, it's scaring me. You got camps up here. We'll go check those camps out. So you got one here. They're pretty spread out though, you know what I mean? And these are green. So at level 5, like I said, level 5 is probably the place. And then you'll have some higher ones that you can go do. Everything's up though, man. These are also green. And there's some blues. So I can't imagine coming here any later than 5. But if you come here around level 5 with a group, you start clearing all this crap out, you stay here for a while, I'm sure you could just graduate into the dungeon. Not necessary, just an option. There's plenty of places to go at level 5. Honestly, if you're level 5, you're probably in Wormsbane. But you never know. Sometimes Wormsbane is packed to the gills and there's trains every 5 seconds. So maybe you're not in there. I don't know. Here's some more stuff. All right. Well, you got like 3 little mini camps here. There's only... Yeah. It's not bad. Where was that loner? He bailed? Oh, no, this is him. Okay. Just hit him with a live tap straight up. And, get the pet in there. So another thing that Nick had said about the Necromancer, though, is that we're not going to get Screaming Terror. Somebody in the live stream asked him if we're going to get Screaming Terror. And he said, he's trying to keep class identity. And Necros are already powerful enough, And do Necros need everything? I think he asked. Do they need everything? So I don't think we're going to get Screaming Terror. He did say we'll get a that's a shaman. The green one's a shaman over here. He did say that we'll get like a vexing line, so some sort of life leech dot. Now it's not in the game yet though. I went and looked at the vendor and I looked through all of the spells to see if we get a vex line of any kind, and I don't see one. So I don't think it's in the game right now, but hopefully it gets in by EA early access, because although this lich doesn't do much, it gets progressive, right? So at some point, it is going to get to a point to where if we keep it on for a couple of minutes, it's gonna get us down. And historically, spamming life taps isn't the play. Like spamming life taps is gonna you. So. Even with the extra mana regen. So having a life leech dot seems pretty essential, but we'll see how it plays out. You never know. It doesn't have to be exactly like EverQuest, obviously. Many classes are not. The casters are pretty damn similar, but all of the melee aren't. They're more similar to WoW, and a lot of the casters are, but there are certain things missing here and there. Now Nick did say that he was thinking about enchanters not getting slow, only getting haste, and then the shaman's getting the slow. But it does seem at this point that he's given both enchanters and shamans haste and slow. So, things are still, we're not even in early access yet. We're still in alpha. Things are changing. Things are getting added and taken away and all of that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. Let's try and kill these two. And then we're just gonna call it. I gotta get working on the videos. So we need to kill this shaman first. So we're gonna use some of our mana here. Oh, we got blinded. This is how the end of the video is, just a black screen. It's pretty cool. These guys are really low level though. Like these blues are probably on their last level of being blue. And then that shaman was a green, so. I just wanted to kill something. But yeah. Sorry about the videos, this playtest, not the greatest. I still may, if I have time, I still may make like a wood elf and run around the wood elf city now that it's, come a long ways, just to show that off a bit, because I think a lot of people may have not taken the time to do that, and maybe they will watch it, but they just didn't take the time to create the character and go do it themselves. And just, I want everybody to see that. I want people to see that. So, I don't know. I may do that. I may not. It doesn't seem that important. But, what was the other thing? I will still have a video coming up about the playtest stats. So whenever they get around to that, the playtest is going to end right now. And then we're going to get, probably a few days later, all of the the deep dive into the stats and all that stuff. So I will put out a video going over all those different stats and stuff like that, and we'll check that out. And then furthermore, they're going to continue to stream. They're going to continue to do those things. So I'm going to continue to cover those streams and try to pull out important parts and make videos about that while we're waiting for the next playtest. Also, there's going to be a random stress test sometime between now and the end of the month, the end of September. So we'll see whenever that happens. We'll try to sneak in there. We'll try to get a video and some action in on during that playtest. Other than that, it's going to be some Project Quarm. I will see you in the next video.